Nigeria is bleeding is an understatement. Nigeria has been bleeding for a very long time. No be only today it start. You see this woman here, according to what happened to this woman in Benue State, she lost her entire family, 5 children. Lost her 5 children and her mom during the attack that claimed more than 100 lives. So Nigeria is bleeding is an understatement. Nigeria has been bleeding for a very long time. And there are people who have worse experiences than this woman. Yeah, yes. For those of you who don't know, go and ask. There are people who have worse stories than this woman. So Nigeria has been bleeding for a long time. Of course, indeed, it never started from Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It never even started from Buhari. We started experiencing this whole thing about insurgency from way back as Obasanjo. But so Obasanjo was really decisively clear about insurgency and he dealt with it, despite many people do not agree with the way he dealt with it. But Jonathan romanced it. People are still not happy. Buhari somehow ignored it. Now, Tinubu, I don't know what he's doing. Although our president has immediately uh, responded, because after so many people have called on the Tinubu, how can the Pope first Tinubu to go to address the Benue incident? How can very dark man get to Benue before government officials? How can the Senate summon Bobrisky over EFCC issue, and meanwhile they have not been able to hold a reasonable, fruitful conference over insurgencies in Nigeria, insecurity in Nigeria? Well, Bola Ahmed Tinubu wrote something about Benue, and this is what he has to say. He said, I have been briefed on the senseless bloodletting in Benue State. Enough is enough. I have directed the security agency to act decisively, arrest perpetrators of this evil act on all sides of the conflict, and prosecute them. Political and community leaders in Benue State must act responsibly and avoid inflammatory utterances that could further increase tension and killings. This is the time for Governor Alia to act as a statesman and immediately lead a process of dialogue and reconciliation that will bring peace to Benue State. Our people must live in peace, and it is possible when leaders across the divides work together in harmony and differences are identified and addressed with fairness, openness, and justice. How many times are we going to say enough is enough? Like what Daniel Rega said. He said, enough is enough, but the government still reportedly pardon terrorists, rehabilitate them, and set them free into society. Enough is enough, whereas the government does nothing to fix the problem. Enough is enough, yet this isn't the first time that the masses are being massacred in the northern region and across the nation. Enough is enough indeed. This is not a serious administration and has never shown any sign of bettering the nation. Before any person should seek for a position, he should look at the current situation and say, I'm going to do way more better. Enough is not just enough. We have had this statement of security have briefed us, I have instructed, I have directed. How many times have we had this statement? From the time of Goodluck Jonathan up to this day, we have been hearing that statement. We have been hearing that statement. Enough is not enough. enough is not enough, guys. Enough is not enough. Mr. President, enough is not enough. Enough is not enough. So we're going to move forward. Of course, this is the Benue State governor and this is Nigeria president. And they had a phone conversation yesterday. I don't know what they talked about, but it showed a video showed the governor of Benue State was on call with the president of Nigeria. That's the governor of Benue State. They never said to us what was happening. They never said to us what was happening.
But there's nothing wrong in calling it again. We called that through the to TIF, and we would still go ahead and call another one. The peace process that the TIF initiated is in progress. But with this later and this mandate again, we still go ahead and call all the very major stakeholders again. Yes, sir. We will.
A democracy that works, arrest should be made first for those people who perpetrated it. And it's not negotiable. They must pay for their crime. Then you negotiate with the people who are peaceful. That's what democracy takes. If you carry out any anger and you feel you are too hungry, they did you something, and you go into a community to ransack it and kill people, there is no negotiating with that people. They should be arrested, made to face the full wrath of the law, then you negotiate with their relatives. You negotiate with the people remaining in their community that are peaceful. They don't negotiate with people who buy people. That is why they will keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. And the crazy part about it is that they claim they keep hollering, shouting, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Maybe they never read their Quran very well. Maybe they never read their Quran very well. I am a Muslim and I stand by the truth. No human being has the right to take over another human being's life. No human being has the right to take another human being's life unless that human being threatens your own life. If you see human being carry cutlass, carry gun, one by you, you have the sole responsibility. Even traditional law, modern law support it. Religious law support it. You have the sole responsibility to protect your life by, in any means, by that person first. But even during Prophet Muhammad time, when they were fighting war, they always spare the women and they always spare the children and they always spare those who are peaceful, who surrender. They always spare them. Then tell me, how can you move in the shadow of the night to harm defenseless people? And you claim you are hollering Allahu Akbar. Who teach you that one? That's how I know it, man. That's how I know it. Screaming Allahu Akbar doesn't make you a Muslim. Doesn't make you a Muslim. Reading the Quran from head to toe and not understanding it, it doesn't change your heart. Doesn't make you a Muslim. It might just be a propagandist who are just bringing a group of uneducated people and just tended to scream Allahu Akbar whenever they are doing all their stuff. So that being said, 2face Idibia also spoke about the matter as well. So let's listen to 2face Idibia.
My heart is heavy. terribly sad, terribly angry. Like it's become a national emergency. What's going on in my state, Benue State? I cannot wrap my head around. Man, I don't even know what to say at this point in time because it's going to be business as usual. Again, we condemn the people. This has to stop. This thing has to. It has to stop. It has to involve everybody. Everybody, every stakeholder in this country, every stakeholder in Benue State. You know, it's not child's it's becoming ridiculous. It's annoying. Come on, man. I don't even know where to start expressing my sadness, my grief, my anger, my frustration for these things that keep happening over and over and over and over again. You know, every time, okay, we call on the governor, we call on the president, we call on oh man, this thing is not funny. You know, it's not funny anymore. It's gone beyond just condemning. Serious action on every serious action needs to start taking place. Every stakeholder, we need to come together. We need to fight this battle. We just need solution. Let's be serious with the solution.
As crazy as it seems, the people in power, they know the exact solution, but they're afraid to speak it. Everybody knows the solution. This solution is past dialogue. It's past dialogue. It looks like the government is being partial about the solution. You don't arrest someone who killed. Someone who kills, you don't arrest the person. And yet, you are telling the people who are being killed not to defend themselves. Of course, you clearly see what they are doing, right? Then you want to dialogue. You dialogue with someone who just want to kill and hoping he doesn't do it again. Is this what democracy is selling to us? Now what did democracy they sell to us with this? Democracy, you do also. Democracy, you do also. This is not what we bargained for democracy. And again, like I've said before, do not one big think that only Benue is going through this. Major states in Nigeria are also going through this. Do not one day think it's only Benue State. In fact, as a state, pray your state do not hold any mineral resources. Any mineral resources at all. Because as soon as they discover your state holds any mineral resources, insecurity will follow. So one of the prayer now people pray is that God, please take away our land mineral resources. Let it vanish overnight so that we can have peace. Well, bye guys.